Let me know when we're live.
We're
You
good.
know,
He's not going to. He's going to be like, her. I'm Tim. I never tell you when we're live.
We're
his
live,
smile
Tim.
says the smile he gives is always the key because he tries to be all slick about it.
Yeah, but you
Anyway,
miss it at the time, anyways.
hello everyone, and welcome to episode 35 of GT Insider. This is a place where you can come join us for a quick insight into all things gaming and maybe hear something that will enhance your gaming tribe experience. As always, everything on this show is the opinion of the host and not necessarily the opinion of Mass Luminosity or Gaming Tribe. Today we welcome Michał.
Michał, yes.
Yes, I got it right. As our
Hello,
guest.
everyone.
Perfect. Joe, what games have you played this week?
Um, Dark Souls 2, of course. Binding of Isaac.
I don't know why I called you James.
You call me James? I thought you said Joe.
Yeah, I thought you said Joe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
My brain told me I said James.
You
Anyway,
just, like,
keep going.
completely lost. Oh well.
I'm
Anyways,
tired.
give me a second. Okay. I've been playing Minecraft. Dark Souls 2, of course. League of Legends, of course. I think I played some. What did I play last night with Brightman? Oh, Age of Empires 2. Uh, TF2.
Man, listening to you play that was amusing. You were so angry.
I think that was it. Oh yeah, you guys heard me playing Team Fortress
You were
2,
on
didn't you?
TeamSpeak and you had so much rage. It was hilarious.
Yeah, well, when your team has like 4 snipers on like stinking whatever it was I was on, I can't remember what I was doing, but it was not an opportune build. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. But it's okay. I think we won that anyways. I don't even know. Oh well. So that's all I played this week.
All right then, Tim, what did you play this week?
Oh man. TF2 was not on my list, unfortunately, but I went back played a little bit of Pharaoh, so that was pretty fun. And let's see here, dabbled a little bit in League of Legends. Got to play the new map with Joe over there.
Oh yeah, we did play together.
We played late night hours. It was fun.
Oh, that was awful. Well, I think we won, but it was still awful.
Yeah, it was okay. And then I went through and went back and thanked everybody who was watching last week on the show. And there's still 2 people I haven't gotten to yet. Ivan and Puck. Puck, I know you're watching, so add me on Steam. And so I've been more doing some background stuff and getting ready for the holidays than playing games, but touched a little bit of League and definitely did that. Other than that, I've been on my tablet playing some apps. Bitcoin Billionaire is just addictive because it's an idle clicker like Cookie Clicker. So
Oh, no.
do not recommend it to anyone. I've already reset. I'm on my 3rd reset, so
Oh my god.
don't play it.
You're
But that's about it.
Michał, what games have you played this week?
I played Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
Ooh.
The new operation was started like 2 weeks ago, I guess. I don't really know. But you can earn a lot of money if you play it all the time. Skins drops, you can sell them, people buy them for a lot of money. I don't know why, but they buy, and some money was earned. I also play a
Nice.
little bit of Ghost Simulator. I
Hey,
tried
that's
to
new.
do 100% of all achievements, but 2 are unattainable. They're broken completely.
Which ones are you needing?
L Street Boys, Old Goat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There is a
There was a
note.
glitch that lets you get that got me all the goats, and I was very unhappy when I got it through that glitch.
You're one
Yeah,
of the
and-
few that have it, I guess.
There is also
I don't know.
one achievement that is very irritating. You need to find a friend from Steam list who also played Goat Simulator, and you can find him as an NPC, and you have to leak it. I once find somebody who I had on Steam friend list, but I didn't know I have him. That was
Oh,
really irritating. I spent it like 5 hours to get
Oh
this,
my
and
God.
I didn't.
I would be so angry if I had to deal with all of that. Were those the only games you played this week?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that was
Fair.
all.
I was like,
Games
I
with
have to
Cat, 'cause
compliment
I already
him.
know what
Okay,
Cat played.
I have to compliment him on his shirt right now because Star Wars is awesome.
yes,
So,
yes. The shirt is
yes.
epic.
Yes.
Nice.
And
Thank you.
yes, I shouldn't have to say what I played. It should be obvious what I played because it's the only game I've played since the release of the expansion. More WoW. I'm trying to get my item level up so I can do the limited time dungeon because it drops a really awesome looking mount and I want it because I'm a collector at heart and have all the things.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I almost thought you were gonna say Morrowind, and I was like, wait, what?
I don't even own that. Yeah, I don't own that at all.
You saying collecting reminded me. I was just complaining this week about how there hasn't been a good collectathon game since like Psychonauts, or if you think before that, like Banjo-Tooie and Mario 64 style games.
Oh man. Oh god. Don't even remind me about Banjo-Kazooie. That
I
game
want them
ruined
games.
my life. Mine and my mom's, because I think that's what helped me get my mom into video games, is because she would always try to play it with me or help me through something, and we'd both
My
just sit
parents
there and
did that.
rage.
I think I got my dad to play Mario 64 with me once, and then once we got him to play Call of Duty with us, and it was like me and like 3 of my friends and my dad, and he's just like running around with his gun pointing in the air, not knowing what to do. It was a lot of fun. My parents aren't video gamers though, so.
Oh man.
But,
See,
okay.
my mom, I've got her to play Yoshi's Story, Mario Kart.
That's a good game. Those
Oh,
are all such good games.
Yoshi's Story would have me sweating bullets because there'd be times I'm just like, I gotta do this. If I die, I gotta start over. No, and I would just sit there just dripping sweat on the couch. Same thing with her. And then it went from that to Animal. No.
Animal Crossing.
Yes, I kept saying Animal Planet, but I'm like, that's a TV channel. What's the name of the game? So Animal Crossing. And then from there were a few other silly little GameCube games she'd play. She doesn't like the intensive stuff, but she likes a little bit. And then from there to WoW, and she's never looked back. Now she's on WoW and Diablo and Second Life. But that's neither here nor there. What topic are you bringing to the table today, Joe? Yeah.
Hey, well, of course, anytime something happens with Dark Souls, I end up talking about it. And this one I actually feel like points to a lot of the issues in video game releases and how they work. So I actually feel like it's a better topic than normally my Dark Souls topic is. Basically, Dark Souls 2 is coming to next-gen consoles, which means that there will be a new DirectX 11 version of it. However, they haven't fully disclosed it, but from what we have heard, what the community has seen, it will not be free to PC people who have already bought the game. And it will in fact be it might, but it could be. But for right now, what it's looking like is that it will be a separate game purchasable, and it makes me really. It honestly makes me a little bit mad because it's like I bought the game already. I bought it at full price. I didn't even wait for a sale. I bought all the DLCs. I didn't even buy a season pass. I didn't even save money on that. I bought everything that they have released. Well, okay, I'm missing one DLC, but that's because it adds like some extra starting equipment, and I don't want that. But so I have all of the stuff from the game. And yet, I might have to buy the game all over again if I want the new DirectX 11 version of it. Now, they are still, like, all the other updates outside of making the graphics way better and that sort of stuff will be going to the old version as well. So we'll be getting, they're going to add in stuff so that you can have, like, 6 people in a world at once, when normally you can only have, like, 4 people total in a world, including the host. Now you have 6, which is really cool. But it's just, like, Dark Souls 2 it's a great game, but it's like, why would From do this to me? It's like, yeah, I understand that you're releasing it I understand that you're releasing it to the next gen consoles, and that's great. I'm glad that it's going to next gen consoles, because if I ever get a PS4, it's a game I'd be interested to have on there. Especially since Bloodborne is on there. Especially with Bloodborne being on there, which is another game from.
You
But
sound
it's like,
so offended.
if I already own the game, I shouldn't have to buy it again when they're revamping the graphics. Especially, like, I understand if it's like, I bought, like, Age of Empires way back in the day, and now Age of Empires 2 way back in the day, and now the HD's edition is out, so I bought it again. I feel like that's a little bit different from, it's been it's going to be coming out in April, so it'll be a little bit less than a year since its PC release, and they're re-releasing like an HD version, basically, is what it is, and that's really irritating. And I'm not sure how I feel about it. So I was just like, with the next gen consoles coming out, I could see this happening with more than just Dark Souls 2, especially with games being released for systems. And it almost makes me glad that GTA 5 actually waited as long as it has to go to PC, because we could have ended up in the same boat with GTA 5 where, they are now releasing the game. I think it's like either this month or next month that they're releasing it for the next gen consoles.
Mhm.
And yeah, PC's still having to wait, but at least we're only getting one version of it, where with Dark Souls, they released one version of it and now they're releasing a new version of it, which hopefully they'll give us like at least like a really big discount on. But I mean, which they could equally as likely charge full price for on us again.
So
They did it with Metro 2033. There was a Redux version, and it was half priced if you already had the game. So it was much
Yeah.
better than paying full price.
Yeah, and I'd be like, while I'd be a little bit irritated at having to pay again, it wouldn't bother me that much, because it's like, yeah, they did have to put work into it to bring it up to the next level of, DirectX 11, that adjusting all the graphics to make it look, doing all the adjustments necessary. That does take work, and so I'd be okay with paying for it. Just, I don't want to pay full price again.
So
was my only complaint.
So you're thinking it's going to be worth it if it was about half off if you already own the game?
I mean, technically for me, it's going to be worth it even at full price, because of how many. I've already put like almost 200 hours into the first one, which for me is a lot of hours in a game. But like, yeah, I think it would be a hands down. I wouldn't even like think twice about it if it was like half price. If it was like, that would be about $25. That'd be a hands down buy, like immediately, because that's as much as like the season pass was, and that's for like all the graphic updates, all the like, supposedly there's going to be like new enemies placed in different areas, stuff like that might slightly change, making the game actually hard past like. Once you get past like New Game Plus 3, there's nothing that changes except for the difficulty slightly scales up every single run through, which isn't that hard. Because once you like get to like New Game Plus 4, it's like a one-hit kill on a lot of the things anyway. So if you mess up, you're gonna mess up.
That's pretty interesting, for sure.
Yeah.
I might have to check it out, maybe. If I can pull myself away from WoW, I'll check it out anyway.
Yeah, but so just a warning, if anybody is looking at Dark Souls 2, unless it goes on like some sort of mega sale in December, this is the only time you'll hear me say this, I would highly suggest not purchasing it and waiting for the DirectX 11 release, just because it's going to look way better and probably play a little bit better too. But, if it's like $5, pick it up.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think if I were to get it, I would wait, because I'd rather just have the new one. But that's just me.
Crisp
You look
and
like you're
clean,
ready.
right? Crisp and clean. Oh yeah. So okay, I bring a little bit of a follow up. Last week I talked a little bit about how two, possibly three. I can't confirm the third individual, but two people inside of
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Oh yeah, I can't confirm the third person. I'm sorry. But the there were two people who were banned by Valve's anti-cheat system inside of Counter-Strike.
Oh yeah.
And it resulted in, and these are professional level players, it resulted in two teams getting banned out from Dreamhack. Dreamhack winter happened this past weekend, if anyone's been tuning into that, and this weekend, I guess, as well. But Dreamhack winter happened, and so some very interesting things happened where not only did these two teams get replaced, Valve had went in and they paid for four of the top European teams to come together at a local LAN facility and have a small playoff to see who would get the two spots to fill these two teams inside of Dreamhack winter. Well, these two teams played. They went in and they participated in Dreamhack winter. Well, in the quarterfinals of the actual tournament was Fnatic versus LDLC. And these two teams are going off. I'm not going to say anything about the tournament in terms of spoiling it, but hopefully this.
Someone already did in the chat.
Oh, okay. Well, so basically, this is the first known instance that's really been publicized of what's considered cheating inside of esports during a major tournament. This is probably one of the
Wait.
Yeah.
This isn't the first instance.
It's not the first instance, but it's the first instance inside of a tournament where an exploit has been publicly used, and it's been controversial. But the
in-game cheating. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Because I'll say League, but Worlds a few years back, the guys were watching the screen behind them.
Oh yeah, well that's a little different from this. So basically, this is Counter-Strike, and a lot of people who play Counter-Strike know that this game is highly competitive. It's really high skill cap, and basically they're playing on Overwatch, if you know anything of the maps. And Fnatic, who is 9 games down, which is huge inside this tournament, to LDLC in the quarterfinals, and they end up using a map exploit, which gives them kind of a god view, is what the term on Reddit is, kind of a god view of the entire map, to where they can literally just shoot down on top of people by basically jumping on top of another player's head and getting up onto this small little ledge. It was
like called pixel walking from the article title I saw on one thing.
Yeah,
it's weird.
It's really weird, and it's not necessarily been an unknown map position, but it's considered throughout the entire community to be cheating, and so we should see some kind of a response to this from the developer side. But the crowd and everyone was complaining that they started using this map exploit when they were 9 games down, because this isn't something that they used all throughout the tournament. They're trying to come back and make this unbelievable, win happen after being so far behind. But the Fnatic here is using this map exploit, and eventually it leads to them a few hours later giving basically they have to forfeit their match. LDC advances to the grand finals, and Dreamhack has basically publicized this map exploit, and everyone all over the place who had been watching this is just saying that it's absolutely foul play. Gave them a huge unfair advantage, because Counter-Strike, if you're good, you can one-shot kill anyone. And being able to see people from way up high over people's heads, common walk around areas, halfway, like literally, you're not talking halfway across the map like with a sniper rifle. You're talking like I could pull out a pistol and shoot you all the way across the map and kill you from this exploit.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah, it's ridiculous the amount of field of view that they had, and it's really impossible to know. This is a game where if you walk around a corner and you're not aiming exactly where that door is around that corner for where someone's going to be walking, you're dead. This is a game where they'll walk around and they're checking the most common place that they'll be, which is walking through that door, and they just get shot from all the way across the map because this guy is using this exploit. Absolutely ridiculous. I wanted to give that kind of a thought, because this is just huge. You're talking about, this is a tournament for, if I remember correctly, there's $100,000 on the line. It's just absolutely ridiculous, and it's just I couldn't fathom.
Especially considering the exploit actually apparently had been published on YouTube. This is from somebody's blurb that they posted on Gaming Tribe, so take all of it with a grain of salt, because I can't remember who posted it. But apparently there was somebody who had actually found the exploit already and published it on YouTube, and Fnatic messaged them asking them to take the video down because they were planning to use the exploit at the tournament. What? They were planning to, it was an ace in the hole in their back pocket, so that when they're down 9 games, they could try and stage a comeback.
Yeah, and
I don't
it
know how I
is
feel about it.
it
but,
is
I mean,
something
yeah.
that had controversy before the tournament, and Valve has responded to this, and so they should be working something out, and hopefully we'll just see it removed completely.
Yeah, I mean, they should be able to
But
fix it, but it's just like one of those things where it's like, I don't know how I feel about it being used because I mean, it is in game, but it is a glitch, so I'm not
Still an
sure.
exploit. And
Yeah,
while
it's
some
an
people are
exploit.
okay with exploits, I'm one of the few that I think, depending on the kind of exploit, it is cheating. If it's just like a vanity thing where it makes something look silly, then so what? But if
Yeah,
it gives you an advantage over other people, that's not fair.
yeah,
yeah,
especially at the tournament level, I definitely am. I
Oh
can
yeah,
see why it would
that's
be, but that's just like it's pretty bad, especially since Fnatic's one of my more favorite teams. But that's because of their League of Legends side, so
yeah.
yeah.
They
not
have
sure if
pro
that really
teams in
counts.
every circuit, so
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. But I was pretty shocked when this happened. You could hear the crowd response that they were not pleased. If you were watching
dang,
live,
yeah. If
you
the crowd
could
doesn't like what you're doing, you're not doing
yeah.
it good.
It was pretty much it's going to be public backlash for Fnatic.
Yeah,
Um,
that's not good.
so
It
who
looks
knows?
like someone's trying to correct you in the chat. I don't know. They said no, they made from their side, from DreamHack admins, the decision was to replay the map because LDLC made something similar, but only in one
In
round
one
and not
round,
in
yeah,
14.
not over 14
Wait,
rounds.
wait.
Yeah.
So what happened again?
The original decision from DreamHack was that they were going to start over altogether from 0-0, replay every single replay the entire thing, but the exploit used by Fnatic wasn't used until they were 9 games down.
Oh.
So there was huge controversy back and forth, and eventually Fnatic just forfeited. Uh,
Mm.
so
At
Okay.
least they forfeited. So I
it
mean,
was
at
it
least they're like,
was
you know what, that was scummy.
it's probably
So
the only way that they could save themselves a little bit. It's really it really is. But there is the there was talks about playing from scratch 0-0. My reference source on this is Forbes. Forbes posted stuff about it literally like
Wow.
an hour ago, and they posted stuff about it before Fnatic giving the forfeit yesterday after it
For it
happened.
to make it to Forbes, that's a lot of attention right there, I think.
Oh yeah, I mean you know that I try to give all my sources through Forbes because they're on top of it. They really are. Um, but yeah, it's a little different. There's several stories all over the place. This is probably the most official one I've seen. DreamHack has stuff on their Twitter about it. You can see where the timestamps for Fnatic has been given stuff and uh, forfeits, and you can go check that out. Dig around a little bit. Be sure post over on
Check
Gaming
your
Tribe.
sources.
Yeah, be sure to go over to Gaming Tribe and correct me if you want, because I know some people are saying that it's here or there, uh, but definitely go check that out. I'm using the most reputable source that I know of, rather than just one or two fan sites here or there. I'm using something that I know they have to be pretty diligent in their reporting before they're allowed to post
Yeah.
anything. So I don't know.
All right.
That's what I have.
Well, still, thanks for the heads up. It's definitely an interesting direction considering the two teams that got booted because of cheating those teammates. And then these guys go and do that. It's like, didn't you learn anything the first time? I guess they thought they could get away with it.
yeah,
I mean, especially since Fire Charge is saying that they have it written in the rules that you can't do stuff like that. I don't know for sure because I've never followed DreamHack, but
Fire Charge
uh,
is
the rule set of 2014 hasn't been
yeah.
published yet. Apparently, that's from
okay.
20. But as of 2013, it was. So I highly doubt they would remove that rule. But you never know.
Yeah. Oh well, that's neither here nor there now. It's already happened, so
it's happened
Yeah.
and it's going to have to be dealt with. So
yeah. So
especially if you want to gain legitimacy inside of uh, you know because esports betting is starting to take place and a whole bunch of other things. It's starting to get a whole lot bigger.
yeah, that's
You're
true.
gonna have to in order to compete with mainstream sports. You're gonna have to have pretty solidified rules on what can and
Yeah.
cannot happen. and pixel walking, pixel walking, pickle. Yeah, there you go.
Pixel walking.
Is
Pixel
overall
walking.
frowned upon and
Yeah,
through the
I'd never even
community,
heard about
and
it
it's
before
banned.
this.
Me neither.
It's banned across most communities. So
Yeah,
I know
this is my
that-
first time ever hearing about it.
it's kind of like if anyone played Halo 2, there were what people the common folk would call super jumping. It was where you would crouch in a corner, then run around and jump off a ledge and hit a certain pixel, and it would shoot you up to the top of the map and things like that. A lot of those things were not. None of them were really giving huge competitive advantage, but when it became a huge deal inside the game, tournaments had to respond, and they overall they were saying that it's very frowned upon. But most you could almost never pull it off inside of a tournament because it took so much time really to do. When you're talking, it would take 15, 16 seconds to pull off, and you're flying through open air for most of these
You're
things.
toast.
Yeah, you're dead in those type of gameplays. So.
From what I could tell, super jump was just more of a thing you did to do just to be silly, honestly. Because wouldn't you just plummet back down too and die from the fall height?
No. There was no fall
Really?
damage in Halo 2. In
There
Halo
wasn't?
1, there's fall
No.
damage, but not in Halo
Yeah,
2.
Halo 2 didn't have it. And I know this because I'm always walking off the edge of stuff, even in WoW. I'll just go walking, I'm just like, there's no ground here, and then I'm dead. So, yeah, Halo 2 didn't have fall damage. I learned that
I
very
did not
quickly.
know that. That's really good to know.
But
Yeah.
let's go ahead and shift over here. Michał, what topic did you have for us today?
I also want to reference to esports, but from about something different, about gaming at overall, how it's changed in people's eyes over the years, over the last 10 years, about maybe some more much. It's about if you were 10 years ago, if you were to tell somebody that you want to be a professional gamer and you want to earn money, you want to be rich by playing games, and people will pay you to look how you playing it, they will be told you that you're crazy. And nowadays I just saw like 2 days ago a commercial in TV about the Dreamhack Winter, and it was like in very popular channel, on one of the most popular in Poland, and it was told that it will be live streaming it on the second channel from them. And I'm not really used to that people tried gaming, try gaming like it's a big deal. I'm used to this, that people think that gaming is fun, like hobby or something like that. But nowadays, when I saw something like that in TV, I can't really get used to it.
What was
It just-
that? Is that YouTube?
Yeah.
What?
I just heard this really ridiculous noise. Is someone laughing?
That was someone's laugh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry, continue,
Yeah, it's all
Michał.
good.
I'm easily distracted. Just keep going.
Well, that will be basically it. That people really change their minds about gaming. Like when I was younger and I playing normally, like I think we all used to, it wasn't considered as a career choice or something like that. And nowadays it's just like every other job or sport. It just feels strange.
Yeah.
I agree. Let me not chew on that while I'm talking, else I choke. I do agree that the view of gaming in general has definitely changed a lot, especially in the sense of career. Considering how much money some of these kids can make in the tournaments, like that's insane. And it's very much so that that's their career, because you have to play so much to get really good to be able to even compete, much less win. So, and then how, just like Dreamhack, how popular it's starting to get. It's it's getting really high up there. And I agree with Sam. Doing it competitive, at least to some people, namely me, doing it competitively is a chore, which is one of the reasons why when I play WoW, I'm the one who's like, it was like, let's go on the raid. And I'm like, I'm going to go over here and farm this rare and get this crazy rare drop because that's more fun than trying to kill myself to get geared so I can go run with you. I'm doing that now, but I'm not really rushing to it. Like people hit 100 within a week or less, and they're already geared and they're running, and I hit 100 and I'm like, all right, and I'm just wandering around. You can ask Tyler. Majority of my time in WoW is, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh I'm dead, or run away. That's really all it is because it's more fun that way. But when you take it too seriously, what's the point? It shouldn't be another job. But I'm tangent there. Sorry. Did you guys have anything to say about the whole changing views on gaming thing?
It's interesting because you come around and you think I've read a few articles in recent days saying that when gaming went mainstream and all this other stuff, and most of their references are to when the Wii released and Nintendo had found a way to bring in more and more people into gaming as a social event, as an acceptable activity, things like that. You find Wii's in nursing homes for, and you got old
We
people.
actually have one at the VA hospital here in the physical therapy place.
Yeah, see, you've got it's amazing because gaming is in physical therapy you can use it to. I know that there was an article probably about 6 months ago talking about people who are, instead of just doing typing exercises to get their finger dexterity back up in terms of therapy, they've got these little fancy machines that they can use and stuff like that. They tell them to go play games that require you to type, and it was just kind of a nuanced article that nobody would ever hear about. But there's tons and tons of things saying that gaming is heading towards the direction of a very acceptable activity, and I think it's already there. I think the next step is how acceptable will it be to be a full-time job to be playing said games, which is the esports realm, and I think that is also coming to fruition. You probably by the end of next year, you'll probably be seeing it on major news stations, being covered on international news, and you won't be seeing it just on articles. You'll be seeing it on television. You'll be seeing people. Like you'll see. I'm predicting the end of next year. I think it's already partially there in some parts of the world, especially in places like South Korea. I know that if I remember correctly, the TV station that streamed, I remember reading this article. The TV station that streamed Dreamhack that you were referencing to is a major station out of Sweden. So
we have a different station in Poland who also streamed League of Legends tournaments like half of the year ago.
Unicorns of Love.
And it's very advertisement on one of the biggest Polish station.
Very cool.
Yeah, I could.
So you
I could see that.
So you can see Counter-Strike Global Offensive moments in brick between. I forgot what I was about to say. You can see Counter-Strike Global Offensive moments in brick between some kind of popular TV show and information brick. You know what I mean?
Like commercials. So.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that would be a really interesting way to kind of bring it more towards the mainstream. Is kind of do 30-second highlight commercials of these major tournaments and things like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
In order to advertise that, first it's an online stream, do like a 30-second commercial of DreamHack winner and say we're advertising for this next major tournament that's going to happen on this day. Here's your commercial. It's a bunch of highlights of people playing, crowd reaction, things like that, and then turn around and eventually that's probably going to be the first step, and then the second step will probably be having dedicated airtime for the actual events, because you can't necessarily stream 10 hours of an event to a 30-second window or a 30-minute window of a major station. It's probably going to take a dedicated channel that's going to give it dedicated time, because a lot of these games you can't tell if it's going to last 30 minutes or it's going to last an hour. You can't.
Yeah, it's really hard.
And I think that's the major problem with this. So it's going to have to be full events being aired on major channels rather than segmented time, scheduled, so on and so forth. Because I don't see that being feasible. I just don't. So.
Yeah, considering how long they last, I think trying to do it on just a regular channel would.
Yeah.
There's really not much more to say other than just no.
ESPN, which is a major sports network here in the U.S., I'm not sure of their entire global reach, but ESPN did stream a Dota 2 tournament as well as a league tournament to their.
They streamed the championship.
To their online channels.
That's really cool that they even have an online channel.
ESPN
it's like
or something like that.
3/Go, sort of deal where like it's so that you can watch it on your phone as well as on your computer. It's cool. It's definitely like a good thing. I just wanted to say that for games like being widespread, but it's also super useful if you work with if you do like service work and stuff, especially social work with kids and stuff. Playing games has been instrumental for me and my brother when we do stuff like that. Like we work at a summer camp a lot, and he had this one kid last year who was literally like, he came from Korea like a week before camp, and one of the things he was doing while he was like visiting America was going to this camp, and he didn't know English at all, but he knew League of Legends, and so Steven had to use like League of Legends stuff to like try and explain it. Like when they were doing archery, he just like looked sort of weird at the bow at first, and he was like Ash, and he like did the bow, like the arrow pulling bow. He's like, oh, I get it now, and so then he like would do it, and so they would actually they could talk about League of Legends. Like he couldn't talk to him about like anything else, but they could discuss League of Legends a little bit because they both have this sort of the same vocabulary of all the champion names and what the items are and that sort of stuff is sort of like a thing that was similar between the two. And it's just cool to see like how that it helps you out with everything else.
That is really cool. Like, it's
gaming becoming the next universal sign language.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
for real.
exactly what I was going for. And yes, Tim, I know I was getting ready to do that. We're gonna wrap this up, shift over into all things gaming tribe. I'm gonna start it off, and then I'm gonna kick it over to you, Tim. I'm just gonna give a big congratulations to our because we haven't talked about this yet on the last show.
Yeah,
no, we didn't.
RWD winners.
The RWD winners, we had 3. It was Rob Mullenix from the United States, Keegan Ferguson from the United States, and Sebastian, is it Richter? Sorry if I butchered your last name, but anyway, he's from Germany. Those 3 are the winners of the RWD screenshot little giveaway thing for verified members of the community. They received an AMD Never Settle Space Edition Silver download code, which was good for 2 free games. Each code is valued at $100. Kudos to you guys. I'm quite jealous, although to be fair, for me right now, I would have downloaded the game and then went right back to WoW because I'm still hooked on that. So it works out for me. Go ahead and let's cover the different updates that have been rolled out recently.
Okay, so there's a lot of updates that have happened recently. So we'll go back to about almost a week ago, last Monday. Some new updates hit. You can now dismiss all notifications on the notifications menu. There's a reply feature if anyone's seen that. If you're going through the comments, you'll see a like as well as a reply. You can hit that reply so you can that you can gear the conversation towards a specific individual.
That's my favorite thing so
It's
far.
still going to show up chronologically, So that's great. You're not going to have to dig through the comments in order to find this reply. It's going to show up at the top. You're going to be able to say this comment that someone posts is in reply to a different comment, and it says it at the very end. Really cool. I like it. One of my favorite features inside of this update was the paragraph spacing and page breaks inside of comments. Absolutely great. I love it. I don't have to manipulate it anymore in order
No
to...
bunch of dashes or dots everywhere.
Yeah, of course. So not putting Morse code into my comments anymore. You've got zooming on the profile images, as well as another interesting thing is, I don't know if people have tried this yet, but when you go and you post an image, if you're a verified member, you go post an image, you can now edit and change that image if you so desire, or replace it. Kafir, he was on the show a few weeks ago. Definitely go, big shout out to him. Thanks for being on. He published a list of all the Gaming Tribe current list of emojis. And he did that, I think, last Tuesday or so, all the way up through the Alfie emoji, which is absolutely awesome. Big thanks to everyone again who gave a shout out about that last week. Since then, 3 new emojis have been added. You can go check those out over on Angel's page, including an angry face. So if you're mad at anything I say, go use that emoji and let me know.
I should just make that emoji my profile picture because I'm always raging over something somewhere.
You should do that over on Facebook, because whenever you're on Facebook, that's all you're talking about is, I want my Gaming Tribe back.
That's only in that one chat. Everywhere else in Facebook, I'm raging about everything else.
Well, we've got a lot of teasers out right now. So one teaser over on the Master Luminosity page is photo albums. This is something that
I can't wait.
Something that's been announced for a little while. You can go check out kind of what that layout's gonna look like over there.
The store too.
Yeah, if anyone had troubles back on the 26th, Gaming Tribe went down for a little while. They had to update their certificate, their SSL certificate, and they got the servers back up and running. It was down for maybe half an hour or so. Good job on pulling that back up. I love it. Another big teaser for 2015 is the Master Luminosity is currently working to get Gaming Tribe credentials to where you could log into a certain video game.
Yeah.
And you can unlock, by doing so, you can unlock Master Luminosity wearables such as your human power icons, similar to what Kat and I have on, and maybe a few other things. You never know. So that's going to be awesome. No clue what's going to happen there. I just know that Left 4 Dead is probably going to have something, because it's
might actually get me to play the game.
Yeah, it's going to. It's just,
you should play the game anyways. Let's do that.
I'm such a terrible FPS.
Wow. Glam. It's Left 4 Dead. It's not that bad. You can go with.
You don't understand how bad I am in a first-person shooter.
My brother literally tried to make me lose once, and we still won.
Okay, fine.
He ran away from every safe house, and then I shot him down and left him to get eaten by zombies when he was on the ground.
You are so loving. And before we finish anything else, to answer your question, Sam, you gotta wait until the shirts are back in stock. Because she's asking where she can go to get a shirt, but they're all sold out.
No more Master Luminosity wearables will be showing up until probably summer of 2015. I remember Angel posting that somewhere on the site. So I know.
Put the money aside now.
Put the money aside now. No more Master Luminosity wearables such as the human power icons is expected until then. Now, if something comes up before then you can call me a liar and use an angry hate face and use the love Master Luminosity. But definitely go communicate through the emojis if you so desire. But so if I know, right? If you don't know what the hashtag feline approve is, just click that hashtag and go look at the Master Luminosity post. It's pretty interesting.
All about them kitties, man.
I know, right? We love cats, especially Alfie. So a lot of teasers has been happening about the next global giveaway. People have been seeing 666 all over the place. I am absolutely thrilled for it.
I'm so eager and excited.
I know, right? So the Angel was asked if you want to take a guess as to when the next giveaway is going to be launched. Be sure to do so. I encourage you to take it a step further and guess what is going to be in it. Unfortunately, I am going to say this. It will be the largest giveaway ever. So I'm sorry that you have to suffer and get a huge giveaway. I'm going to say this too. I've been seeing 2 boxes around, so I'm thinking they're going to do something like they did last year, and it's going to be 2 systems. So that's my guess. You guys are welcome to run with that and expand upon that.
2 interlinked systems.
Oh man, don't
It's actually
go too
one
far.
computer. It's between 2 motherboards.
And just be ready. Just be ready because as soon as the giveaway launches, your PGL links will be available again. You can use those PGLs to invite people into the giveaways. And of course, if someone wins and they used your PGL personal giveaway link, then you win as well. So if there is 2 systems, we could possibly have 4 winners, which would be awesome. The last thing I kind of want to touch base on is kind of a wrap up on the updates to Gaming Tribe. If you guys are on a mobile device, there is now a new search feature. There's a new search feature on the top bar there. You can click it. If you're on a mobile device, I want you to go in, type in that search bar, search for anything. You can search for Angel, you can search for anyone's, just search anything. It doesn't really matter. Go and use it on a mobile device and let us know if there are any bugs with it. Be sure to go check that out. It should not direct you to the old Gaming Tribe interface. It should be the new RWD interface. So that means that on the toolbar should not change. It should not change back to the old one. It should be the new. Be sure to go check that out. If you guys can go do that, you can go post something, type hashtag GT search if you want, or RWD GT search, so that we can go find that real quick. Be sure to do that. So one last thing is, if you haven't seen it, it was posted a couple hours ago. Some more features are expected to round out this phase 2. And that is the GT's communication system, the thing that I have been waiting for. I have been hounding Alex, our community manager, for. I'm like, when is this coming? When is this coming? When is this coming?
I'm tired of that other website.
That other way
system.
that we have to do things, right? But it's going to have a brand new messenger system, live chat. It's going to have image attachment, which is going to be great. And it's definitely going to be the new RWD interface.
I'm going to apologize from now if I spam anybody with funny pictures from Tumblr. Just getting that apology out right now.
You're going to do it to me like you do on Skype. So.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
So
before we finish, someone's asking. I don't know what they mean. Can we make link chains and giveaways? Like, I don't know what that means though. It's BL4. I don't know, but they.
If he's referring to something like where, if I understand this correctly, if he's referring to where if I have someone uses my PGL and then they start advertising with their PGL, no, there will not be, and then like that third person wins. Only that third person and the person whose PGL they use would win.
So it doesn't filter.
It does not come back. It does not come all the way back down the chain.
That would be crazy expensive.
Oh
my God.
It would be absolutely insane, but it is not going to happen that way.
This is what he meant, because he just messaged me, and this is what he exactly meant. That if someone win with PGL link, if he got PGL link, and it goes, and they are what win PC.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
It's just if anything, there will be 2 winners. It will be the person who actually wins, and if they use someone's PGL link, that person's PGL link would be a kind of an additional winner, but it would not go even further if that additional winner had also used a PGL link. It is not going to chain all the way down the line. Interesting thought, though.
Yeah.
Interesting thought, but no, it will not happen that way.
Sorry.
Sorry. So if you guys haven't gone and tried the new like emoji, be sure to go try that out because. And I have actually never said Bethesda.
Bethesda.
Yeah, there we go. See, people can now
Bethesda?
understand
What is
that
that?
Seriously?
I have
How
to.
have you never said that?
I've never actually said their company's name, so I
They've only
apologize.
come out with like
But
everything.
thank you to Pete Hines, the VP of Public Relations and Marketing, for permitting us their use of their Vault Boys hand. So
Yes.
it's very iconic, very well known throughout anyone inside of the Fallout universe, and that is now going to be our like emoji. I will say this: Steven Sanmarco asked if that meant there will be kind of a sponsorship model out with them. Angel did reply to that, and no, it is not going to be that. They are just allowing this to use to their copyrighted intellectual property,
Which is
it's-
cool.
It is an absolutely massive organization, and this endorsement all by itself is just great for both parties. So it's a mutual beneficial relationship for them to allow us to use that. And so big shout out to them. Thanks again to Pete Hines and their company as a whole. So that's a lot. That's definitely a lot. The last thing I want to do is wrap up by telling you guys what's going to happen with the Insider Show over the holidays. Because we are entering the holiday month of December. So next week we will still have a regular show. It's going to be Joe and Kat. They will be joining you guys. I have prior commitments all throughout December and into January. Getting ready to do some crazy stuff. So Joe and Kat will be on next week. We will have 2 people joining them. Right now, I'm currently asking Alex Anderson if he would be willing to join us from the Massive Velocity as our community manager, as well as another guest. If you're interested in being a host on the show, be sure to get in touch with Kat or myself. And unfortunately, so December is that December 7th? I think that's December 7th.
Excuse me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
December
the
7th.
7th is the last.
So-
Wait, no. Yeah, because we weren't doing the 14th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As of right now, December 7th will be the last show of 2014 for GT Insider. So big thank you guys for joining us in the past 38 weeks. I think we've done this is our 35th episode. So that's absolutely awesome. So
Yeah.
joining us for GTI 20 or 30
Fifth.
36 next week. Yeah, I see. I'm getting this. But that will be our last show. It'll be our last show. We talked about possibly doing the 14th, and I unfortunately probably won't be able to make it, but I will be posting some stuff because my sister is doing her thesis defense and it involves gaming. So I will be posting some of her stuff after it's available for consent outside of her university. So that would be awesome. And the other thing is January 4th, we will also not be doing a show. Most of the hosts will be gone that day for one reason or another. So we will be coming back January 11th. So January 11th will be our first show in 2015. So you guys be sure to tune in for that. We look forward to seeing you guys after the New Year's. We are having some plans to do something on the Twitch channel in between all of that, but for the regular Sunday shows, we will not be back until January 11th. So stay tuned for that. We look for some big and awesome news, exciting Gaming Tribe stuff that is going to happen in 2015.
So excited.
And so I'm stoked. I hope you guys are too.
I'm stoked about anything that's Gaming Tribe related. Like anything that's to do with them, it's just like instant excitement. Like yay! Unless it's down, then I'm just sad. and I
Yeah,
become super grumpy cat. Why won't it work? And I go to try to load the page again because I want to go complain about something. It's like, it's still down. Ah!
I'm sure Angel has a thing or two to say about you and your complaints.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're
Oh,
supposed
yeah.
to post. What was it? He gave you a rule
I'm
a few
supposed
weeks
to
ago.
do, what is it? 2 for every one. Everyone,
Yeah,
two
two
positive for
positive
every
posts
negative.
for every negative. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
See, the problem is all my positive posts have nothing to do with gaming. It's like, I went hiking today. I had a great day. Look at this kitten I'm playing with. So that's all on Facebook. All my gaming stuff, I'm always angry because I'm
You can
dying.
post
You can
general
post.
life
You
stuff
can just.
on
Yeah,
GT now.
general life, personal stuff. You can post
All
that.
right, then. Well,
You
don't be
can't-
surprised if you get an influx of kitten pictures from my status.
And apparently it is feline approved. So as long as you use that hashtag, I'm sure it will be okay.
I should
So-
post that one video because the kitten was, I was wearing the white one with the barcode, and the kitten was chewing on the human in the barcode. So I was like, feline. There's 2 kittens that did
Oh.
that. So yes, masculine human power is feline approved ×2.
Awesome. All right.
Anyway,
Well,
thank
that's
you for.
that's
Go
gonna
ahead.
wrap up. So.
Yeah, thank you for joining us for another episode of GT Insider. We're gonna skip the where you can find us thing because we're running out of time, and everyone knows where we can find most of us. We'll post it in the Twitch chat. We hope you enjoyed today's show, and make sure you tune in next week. We'll have more stuff to talk about then.